Vitali's out, guys. This is good news. I'm going to be doing a fitness training episode right now. To show you guys how to get jacked, all right? We're going live on TikTok and talking to you guys on the YouTube. Let me just set up the title here and we will get pumped up, all right? You guys, a lot of you guys are looking for a fitness channel. You're looking for the right channel that can give you the motivation to get ripped. This is it. This is it. All right, guys? Hit that subscribe button if you want to get jacked. All right, guys, we're just setting up the stream. All right, started another one. Yeah, we couldn't get any donations on the last one, so we started a new one. But this time we're going to be working out, all right? I took my pre-workout, getting ready to get pumped, all right? So hopefully we'll get a donation on this one. If we don't, then I will shut this shit down, all right? Just like last time. I will shut it down. Where are the silver ounces going? To China. I think China's buying all the silver. They're draining the vaults in the West, so all of our silver is going to China and India. We can't let that happen. Got to get more gold in America. He says he's going to give me a $20 super chat one day. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Bro's got a Goodwill beard and Salvation Army chain. It's a Temu chain. Not Salvation Army, Temu. It's worth good money too, but whatever. Let's put the monetization on. We got to make money, guys, after all. Look at that, $1.99. Belly button. Why would you want to see my belly button? It doesn't even make sense. But thanks, though, I guess. Okay, that's just a strange question. It's a very strange request. I'm not sure I'm entirely comfortable with that. So, 101, 111, 113. All right, guys. Share this video. We're going to get pumped, all right? My name is Mia. Okay. Mia. I knew someone named Maya, but not Mia. Never knew anyone named Mia. Before we start our workout, let me just check out the price of Bitcoin. And gold's going to be opening up today during this workout too. So this is going to be a good one, guys. Yeah, the price of gold. Wow, XRP is down to $1.60. Okay, that's still got to fall about another buck before I become interested in it. All right, you're a lazy dude. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't have a girlfriend because I'm, trying to stay single right now until I get a house, and then I'm going to be looking for another girlfriend. But yeah, I'll be looking for a woman soon. If I find the right one too, I'll try to capitalize on it. Even if I don't have the house, I'm trying to get myself up to a certain level, and then I want to get a girlfriend because women can be a big distraction. So I really want to fulfill a lot of my goals first. I want to get my personal training degree. I want to write my book. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do just by myself. before I get a woman. All right. Michael Jackson. Do you like Pokemon? Yes, I do. I do like Pokemon. What he says, what's up with Bitcoin? It's just coming down. It's got to crash. It's a nice crash. It's a crash where we can buy the dip. Okay, that's what I say with Bitcoin is buy the dip. Got a $1.99. We need a little bit more than a $1.99, bro. Yeah, we need a little bit more. Give us more than a $1.99. All right. Let's get pumped, guys. You're so tough with the drip. Thanks. He says the biceps look good. I think so too. Thank you. Thank you. Put on all messages. You got your tickets. The chain weighs 93.7 grams. Wow. Last chance to be honest, man, and earn good money for button content. Wow. $4.99. This guy just gave me $5. That's unbelievable. I've only been really working out seriously for like a year, but I only have one dumbbell and I do like a lot of push-ups and stuff. All right, guys. Let's do a set of push-ups. Ready? All right, let's get these push-ups. All right, guys. Too easy. A little bit too easy. Get this money, guys. You can't keep saying Jesus because that's using the Lord's name in vain. Give you a timeout for 5 minutes, bro. Don't use the Lord's name in vain. All right. What's your favorite Pokemon? Scyther. The pump feels good. You got to get pumped. All right. I'm gonna try to do a set for the legs. Okay. No matter how wide you're hitting the push-ups, try and tuck in the elbows, like this. I like to go like this because it squeezes the chest. If you tuck them in, it still works the chest, yeah. But how many pull-ups can I do? The most I've ever done is 24. All right, guys, let's do this again. I'll tuck them in. I'm going to tuck them in. All right. Let's tuck them in like this. All right. See what I can do. Like this. It's good. It's a good workout. So, little flex. See what we got for comments here, guys. Send $5 for 10 push-ups. Yeah. If you send $5, I'll do 10 push-ups for you guys. Let's do it. Bro has that loud in that jar back there. Oh, that jar. That's just pennies, bro. That's all pennies. Where's your monster tattoo? I don't have any tattoos. Sit-ups, he says. Must have just started working out. He says he's trolling. Yeah. Need some protein, he says. I don't think so. This dude plays Pokemon and listens to Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah, I do. All right, guys. We got to do a set of squats. So, use this. So right now, my back is actually not in a good state because it was really sore. But my back, it just started to recover. So, I'm going to do a set anyways. Let's do it. All right, you ready? Let's do it. 1, 2. Good set. Good set. Who's your favorite Pokemon trainer? I don't know. Ash? Hype music. How much is silver? Silver is going to open up. We're about to find out. Silver is going to open up at 6 o'clock. All right, guys? We're about to find out what silver is going to do. Just don't change that channel. All right, guys? Don't change that channel. I'm throwing some more weight. I'll put in these two. Let's do it. You look like Megan from something. Praise the Lord. You look like Megan from something. All right, guys. You ready? You ready? Vanilla lice. I like that. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Share this video. Let's get this money, guys. Give a super chat. Good set. Let's knock them out, guys. Knock them out of the park. Take a rest. John, we will have Joanne the next year. So guys, you can't skip leg day. Training legs is going to be the most beneficial day for your body. So to skip leg day is insane, all right? When you train legs, you send chemical signals throughout your entire body that tells myokines to bind to myostatin. Myostatin is the main reason you can't get jacked, okay? But when you train your legs, the myokines bind to the myostatin and it lets your body continue to grow, okay? So the best way to add more muscle mass is to train legs. All right, guys? You got to train legs. So, hair looking rough. He would do sardines. How much gold will be? Gold's going to 20,000, all right? Gold's going to 20,000. Micro train every day and proper nutrition is key. Micro train? We got to do another set, guys. Let's do it. All right. Shit. All right, ready? Let's get it. Put this a little bit more further down. Like that, yes. By next year is the time he'll be built. Yeah, I'm going to be built. All right, guys. Let's get these squats out. Let's do them. Gotta get that rest pause in. You can rest, and then try to do a few more, all right? We try to hit 5, all right? 1, 2. Whew. Let's rest. 5 more. That's how you do it, guys. Let's get it. I just used the weight of my testicles for that workout. Okay. I got to add a little bit extra. Hanging sheetrock, John. We need another guy. You in? No. I don't want to hang sheetrock, bro. I'm a humble Burger King worker and stock trader, okay? I don't want to you think I want to go back to manual labor? No. I did manual labor for years. I did concrete work. I did lawn mowing, golf course, all kinds of landscaping. And I don't want to go back to manual labor. You don't need equipment. Shout out from Houston. Yo, Houston, Texas. Houston. Should we do one more set of squats? What do you guys think? One more set? Said work out the glutes. Yeah. Starting to feel like I'm going to puke here. That's good. That's good. What do you think gold will go down? The market open up, or is it going down? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to go up or down. Yeah, I have no idea. It could crash. It could keep crashing, dude. We could have a spillover sell-off. Okay, usually that's what happens. Get a big drop, you're gonna have more spillover. You're gonna have more selling. So I think it'll probably go down. All right, maybe it'll go down. But then if it goes down, that's your chance to buy more. Okay. I wonder if Megan is watching John. Yeah, who's that Megan girl? She's gone. Where'd she go? He says, put a shirt on. All right, guys. Let's do these arms, shoulders. Screw it. Screw it, guys. Let's do one more for the back, all right? One more or for the back and the legs. Let's get it. Hey, who's that? My music is back. He says he's still cleaning, but he's here. I'm glad you're here, dude. We need to have you in here. You know, I need help. These guys are attacking me. Let's get... That's enough. I'm not going to go too crazy on the legs because, like I said, I hurt my back, so can't go too crazy today. So this is not okay. I elect myself and stand as stand-in mod. Lizard King? Maybe we do need another mod. Maybe we do, because it seems like My Music and Jesus Rodriguez are the only ones that are still here. A lot of my people, they gave up on me. So maybe we do need to bring in someone new here. Lizard, all you neck beards to the left, all your preds to the right. Lizard King. Video Gamer says that mod's gonna be me. I do need a couple new mods maybe, but as soon as the last time I let someone be a mod, they literally blocked every single person that was watching. So we're still trying to recover from that. So it's really hard for me to make a new people a mod, since a lot of the mods will try to destroy me, because I don't trust them, you know. All right, guys. I got one glove. Oh, there it is. I got two. All right. Let's see if we can pump up these arms a little bit. Mod me, bro. I won't block, bro. All right, fine. All right, we've done it. I've been here the whole time, this guy says. All right. Added a couple moderators, okay, guys? So I'm trusting you guys. All right. I didn't make Bobby a moderator yet, but I don't know you well enough. All right. All right, so when you guys want to hit up your shoulders, there's not a lot of different ways to do it, okay? You can do behind the neck presses. You can do in front shoulder presses. You can do raises like this. You can do raises like this. You can do raises like this, okay? So what do I do? Won't let you down. He says he's not going to let me down. Okay, forever guy. I'm here a lot, but he ignores me. Don't leave, Sky Dog Pigeon. I'm not ignoring you. All right. And you guys got to realize you guys should be working out right with me, okay? I do a lot of workouts that you don't need a lot of equipment, and you guys should be working out too, all right? I have moderator overlord power. He does? Yeah, he's a managing moderator. Yeah, okay. All right, guys, let's hit up these shoulders, all right? You got to get hyped up for the shoulders. It's one of the best muscles that people can see when they walk past you. If you got big shoulders, people are going to know, okay? So let's put those shoulders on. That's good. That felt good. Got to keep going now. All right, Skyline, it has to be earned. Yeah, like you really earned it, dude. You probably. My music is the only one who actually earned it, and then Jesus Rodriguez. Hey, I wonder if I can use the backpack for the shoulders too. Let me try. It works, but hurts my shoulders a little bit, so I'm not going to be doing those. So keep working out like a good boy. Wow, okay. Guys, you better hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be the next Sam Sulik, the next YouTube influencer, all right? And I'm all natural too. I don't need juice like these other guys, all right? Let's pump. We're just trying to get the blood flowing now, all right? Sambo is nothing adult themed, going, just working out, yeah. Which, last I knew, working out was legal, all right? We got the workout police on our ass. Whew. That's how you do it, boys. Spaghetti arms. They got spaghetti arms. Maybe. My arms are pretty small. I'm working on them, okay? I'm trying to get them bigger. Do you have nice pecs? I'll give you that. He says that I do have nice pecs. All right, guys. Let's get another set. Got to keep repping them sets, guys. Got to rep them sets. Let's do a plank. Man, shouldn't be body shaming other men's bodies. Yeah. Do you play Clash Royale? Put a heavy duty chain. Yeah. I wish I don't have a chain. This is a heavy duty chain, bro. Take a rest. Gotta remember to rest. Watch out, man. Grind the workout. Join at home. You gotta join in at home. I'm trying to be motivation for a generation, just like Ziz, all right? Where Ziz had died, I am trying to take over to keep the legacy going, trying to keep the Ziz legacy going. Look healthy though, bro. Get it in. Thank you. Bet you in a week you'll get 1 million. Yeah. I think I will. I'm going to blow up and I'm going to become a millionaire. All right, let's keep repping them sets, guys. Let's get pumped. That's good. It's a good set. Bro, you're getting those abs. Yeah, I'm trying. This other guy says I got a long way to go. He says I ain't even doing it right. Dude. Yes, I am doing it right, okay? Always the ones sitting on their asses behind the keyboard talking the most. Yes. Rich Piana. Love Rich Piana. He's a good dude. Your mom said John was doing it right. Yeah. Thanks, my music. Yeah. Appreciate that. He says, I got abs. Yeah, I'm trying to. It's all about how you hold yourself too. You got to keep your shoulders back, chest out, like this. That's how you do it, all right, guys? Let's make these shoulders even bigger. We got to get huge shoulders. We got to get boulder shoulders, all right, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. That's going to put some meat on the side and on the front delts. All right. Let's get it. 6, 7. All right, now let's hit the front. That's how you do it. Got to get serious, guys. If you ain't serious, if you ain't willing to go through a little bit of pain, then you're never going to develop the body of your dreams, okay? So, John got fired from his last job because he walked in with 2 guns and a 6-pack. That's right, boy. Jailhouse rule. Chill, my boyfriend is on here. Wow. Right. Shit, dude, let's pump it up. That's right, boy. 16 reps. Do some core workouts with your abs. Yeah, I should. Let's hit this other tricep. Let's keep going. I got to get bigger. Guys, we got to get bigger. We got to get big. It's good. 20 likes, guys. We got to get to 20 likes. Hit that like button. John, if Jake Paul doesn't fix the fight, dude, I will fight Jake Paul. I want to. That guy's a scumbag. Everybody knows he is. He's a piece of shit. If you don't know it, you're stupid. And I'm way more ripped than he ever will be. The TikTok just banned me because they didn't like that I said that about Jake Paul. Oh well. It's a kickback. Coming in good now, guys. Coming up. Rising to the top. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Next Sam Sulik right here. Up and coming bodybuilder. 18 likes. We're doing good. We're doing good, guys. Guys, if you have any bodybuilding questions, now would be a good time to ask, okay? Bodybuilding questions. So, this guy thinks he's jacked or what? Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Hello from North Carolina. Yeah. I like it down there. It's nice. Guys, let's check it out. Okay. I didn't really get any bigger, but I'm not really fully hydrated, and I mean, my pump's not as good as it usually is, so you know, hating on any kind will not be tolerated. He says, hey, picklehead. What do you think, guys? We got a few more reps left in us? A few more reps left in the tank? I think so. We got a few more reps, all right? One, two, three, four. I'm a big fan of holding it like this, because if you hold it like this, you're not going to stretch that bicep. But if you go like this, you're going to stretch that bicep, okay? That is the best way to do the most damage to the muscle. You got to include stretching in there, okay? So this is the best way to do a hammer curl, all right? See that massive stretch that I'm getting? All right? How do you guys think I get my arms so big? Because I do special techniques like that, okay? I know they're not that big yet, but they're getting big. They're getting bigger. If you really want to find Bay, only when good seems... You got to give a super chat if you want me to read all the comments, guys, okay? That big old front delt, too. I want to put a little bit more meat on there. Just a little bit more. that's it. Now we're going on to the questions. All right, guys? So if you have any questions about bodybuilding, now be the time to ask. All right? Do a few more flexes. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, remember, guys, if you want me to read it, you got to give a super chat, all right? All right, let's move on to some questions. Heck of a workout today. Really excited about that workout. I know I'm going to be growing from it. Guaranteed. You can't endure a workout that hard and not grow. Okay, guys? 30 likes. Guys, we got to get up to 30 likes, please. Okay, so a bodybuilder can do MMA. No. They've already done that where they had a bodybuilder fight an MMA guy. The MMA guy always wins, okay? Bodybuilders, they usually get too tired. They don't have the endurance because why? They're on steroids. You know, steroids take away your endurance. So all you got to do if you're fighting a bodybuilder is just tire him out. Just run around, tire him out. Eventually he's going to give in, you know? Oh, yeah. So, you know, it's me again, Dominic. Thanks for that, Hundy. Yeah. I'm really happy about that workout because I was able to hit up my legs and my back is getting much, much better. So your most important weapon, you know, for getting bigger, it's going to be your food, okay, but also your squats. Squats is just as important as eating enough food, all right? If you do the squats, but you don't eat enough food, you're not going to grow. Yeah, you're going to recomp really good. But if you eat enough and you don't do the squats, you're not going to see a full development, okay? Yeah, your upper body can grow a little bit, but your upper body is never going to get massive unless you're eating a lot of food and you're doing squats, okay? Squats are the key. They're the key to unlocking a new growth potential within the body. You got to add in squats. If you're on a workout routine that doesn't include squats, you're crazy. You got to have squats, okay? Thanks, Peyton. Ballin' in the chat. You're welcome. What's the key to success in bodybuilding? I just told you, dude. The key to success in bodybuilding is those compound movements, your squats, your bench, your deadlifts, your dips, and you're eating enough high-quality food. You also need to take collagen, okay? Collagen is extremely important for building muscle because collagen is what builds up the ligaments and the tendons. If you get big, strong muscles, but your ligaments and your tendons are not keeping up, you're going to snap some shit, okay? So that's why you got to eat things like sardines. They got the bones, the calcium. You got to have calcium supplements. You got to have type 2 collagen, okay? Type 1 collagen is good, but it's mostly for the skin, hair, and nails. Type 2 collagen is better for the ligaments and the tendons and the joints, okay? So you got to get that type 2 collagen. So here's a question. Type 2 fast twitch fibers are the best muscle fibers, but tire after 20 seconds or less during the set. For best growth, 90% of 1 rep max, how many sets? What? For best growth, 90% of 1 rep max or 75%, 3 to 5 reps. Well, it all depends on the muscle group you're working. You can't fully go by that, and everyone has a different number of slow twitch and fast twitch, okay? I have a lot of slow twitch fibers, because I'm an ectomorph. So that means for me, it's better to do high reps. Okay, my body grows better, a little bit better with high reps because I'm just all slow twitch fiber. I don't really have that much fast twitch, I don't think. Okay, the only way to really tell is to do a biopsy, but if you're an ectomorph, generally you're going to have more slow twitch, so higher reps are better. And certainly for legs, you should do higher reps. You shouldn't focus on. Thanks, Dominic. But yeah, when those fast twitch, you know, for the upper body, maybe you want more 75% of 1 rep max, you know, but then for the lower body, maybe like a 60 or 65% of 1 rep max, you know. But it's good to switch up your tempo all the time. Switch up your rest periods, switch everything up. But I don't think you can have a set thing like always do 75% of your 1 rep max. Yes, that's good for hypertrophy in general, but your body's going to have its own unique combination of fast and slow twitch. Okay? So you got to experiment with how many reps works good for each muscle group. To be honest, my entire body likes high reps. I don't really like to do it though. I like to do lower reps. So I'm always trying to fight my own mind. I'm trying to do really, really high reps on legs. I think with legs, you should always be between 20 to 30 to 40 reps. And you can even go higher than that sometimes. For upper body, go as heavy as you can for like 8 to 12. That's what I like to do. But it's not going to hurt you if you go up to 16 reps every 2 or 3 weeks. You start doing a bunch of reps. Switch it up. Low rep. Low reps for those low reps, heavy weight to hit those fast twitch fibers. And then you do less weight to hit the slow twitch. So you got to do both. Okay? Sure. You can have a pump workout where you only do high reps. That's what I just did. I just did high reps. That's it. But sometimes I go heavier. So you do what you want to do, you know. Here, type 2. So, how much do you bench? I don't bench because I don't have a bench press. Yeah. I don't have a bench press here. But I'm going to start going to a gym, all right? Damn, thanks everybody for the donations. We got $10. Thank you. We just made $10. That's enough for me to pay my mom to do my laundry. No, I think she needs about 20. So if you guys could just give a little bit more, then I can call up my mom, hey, pick up the laundry, give her the $20. So see if you can do a little bit better than that, guys. A little bit better. I'm telling you guys to give more. That's funny. 27 views, 27 likes. Look at those traps, bro. Ugh. Yeah. Do I remember you? Probably. Dude is so fake. He looks AI. Well, we're not going to... The TikTok's not even doing anything. We got 2 viewers on TikTok. Let's just cut it off. Yeah, these guys. TikTok ain't even helping us at all. All right, guys. So yeah, any more questions? Just give a super chat for a question. You do Twitch, boss? No. I haven't tried Twitch yet, but I should. I just don't. Oh, shit. Gold's open. Oh, shit. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. How about we find out together? How about we find out what Gold's doing together, okay? Charles Perlonquin suggests heavy sets for a while to recruit more fast twitch fibers. Then you return to high reps. Those fibers will grow more because they're in use. Somewhat. When you're training for, you know, heavy weight, you're also using your slow twitch, you know? And when you're training your slow twitch fibers, you're also recruiting fast twitch fibers. Okay? But, you know, certainly high reps will target those deep slow twitch fibers a lot more. The most important thing is, yes, every once in a while, you do more reps to target those deeper fibers. Every couple of weeks, every 2-3 weeks, it's good to throw in high reps. Okay? I don't always do it, but it's good to. Yes, it's very good. I respect your man titties. Ah, I shouldn't have read that. I got to see what the food and silver futures are. Okay, let's check it out, guys. Let's check it out. Let's check out gold together. All right. I'm scared. This is where we go right here, Kitco. Oh shit. Yeah, we're down. That's bad. There we go. We're going down. We're going down. But Doompa. Boom. Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, gold just shot down. Look at it. Just shot down. Pew. So it's not good. I'm not muted anymore. I pressed the button. There, we're good. Got it. No, he's not. We can hear. Yeah. I can see if I'm muted or not because there's a button right here. It really was muted though for a second. Oh shit. Look at this guy. Damn. We're selling off hard. Boom. Boom. Do it right here. Oh, boom. Oh shit. We're dropping right now. Yeah, that's not good. It's really fun to watch gold just climb and climb and climb and climb. But even so, the gold market is so scary that even just watching gold climb is not even that much fun because they're trying to shake you out the whole entire way up. So fuck it. A gold bull market is not really that much fun. That's why a lot of the gold bugs, all they do is hold their physical because that's less stressful. Okay? Holding your physical metal is way less stressful than investing in stocks and leverage paper, you know. And now we see why a lot of these people they prefer the physical because yeah, silver's crashing. It's down to 77 right now. Yeah, it's really crashing. Yeah, we'll see, dude. Silver is down to $78 right now. 79. It's going crazy. It's going to go crazy right now. Silver could crash to 60, and then it could jump up to 100. Then it could go down to 40, and then it could go up to 170. I hope you guys are strong. I hope you guys can hold on. Okay. Do you play video games? I play League of Legends, and I don't play it anymore. But I would get back into it if I could make some money on it. I just don't know how to set up OBS. I don't really know that much about how to stream games, okay? But if I knew how to, I would try. Because I think I could make a lot of money as a game streamer. Because I'm really good as a Garen on League of Legends. So, silver is crashing after you've been pumping it. Yeah. He says, wait, did you just say silver is crashing after you've been pumping it? Yeah, it's crashing, yes. It's down to 79. It's still high, though, you know. I was really pumping silver when it was down to like $30. And I'm not pumping it hard at 120, you know. I told you guys I was not buying any silver when it was at, you know, 120 bucks. I'm like, I'm not going to buy any silver here. I said I was buying crypto. Yeah. But now that silver has come down, from 120 and now we're down to 80. I think that I will start to buy, okay? I will start to add to my physical silver position, and I'm going to be buying AGQ, okay? So yes, I am going to be buying a lot of silver. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate that. Now Bitcoin is crashing, yes. Well, Bitcoin and gold are both crashing. What I'm afraid is that these are leading the way, and the stock market's going to come in next and crash. That would be really scary, but yes, it might happen. Yeah, silver, $79.98. It's really hurting, guys. We're really hurting on silver. Silver has to hit $230 to beat inflation. Yeah, it will. It will. But, you know, I'm not worried about silver beating inflation. I'm just worried about making money. So what I try to do is just to buy silver low and sell it high. That way I don't care about beating inflation. I'm just making money. And then I can make that money and I can put it into crypto or whatever, you know. Like I said, I sold all my silver ETF. I raised over $60,000, and now I'm going to be putting that money into crypto. And I'm going to be putting it back into silver too. Okay, I'm very bullish on silver right now, very bullish on crypto. Shiva is about working out and investments. Yes, that's what it's all about. Improving your body and on improving your mind and improving your money. Okay, so you got to get more of this. Got to get more of this. Real gold. Real gold. None of that fake stuff from Temu. Okay? But yeah, silver's tanking. Jeez. Gold is now down $119. Yeah, we're getting some spillover. This is what I said. We're going to go down. So, of course, I'm going to be right. You know, we're getting this spillover selling. So, we could go down today. We could be down on Monday. We could be down on Tuesday. We could be down on Wednesday. But eventually, it's going to find its bottom and it's going to start gaining strength again, okay? The investors got to see that it looks like it's bottomed, okay? So, yeah, it's really dropping right now. Gold is tanking. Yeah, it looks bad. But we're definitely going to retest some of the lows, okay? So, gold's got to do some retesting. 5 more likes, guys. Let's get the stream to 40 likes. Yeah, please, guys. Get me to 40 likes. Money STFU. XRP is the future. Epstein docs leaked that he considers Stellar and Ripple as serious competition. Well, he's dead. Epstein is dead. Didn't he go to jail and he died? You know, anything that he said, we cannot question him and say, you know, were you telling the truth? When you tried to say this about Stellar Lumens and XRP, were you telling the truth? No, we can't do that. He's dead. Okay? And guess what? Stellar Lumens and XRP already had massive gains. Okay? And now they're tanking. And I'm going to be buying. Okay? XLM, I'm going to be buying. Cardano, I'm going to buy. And XRP, I'm going to buy that, but only if it comes down to about 50 cents. Then I'm going to buy. Okay? XRP is staying up higher for longer because the manipulators are much more powerful. And they're focused on XRP because Ripple has a lot of XRP and they want to sell it, so they're trying to keep these prices pumped up. They're going to try to keep up XRP as long as they can, but inevitably, I do think it will come down close to 50, 75 cents. And then we're going to have to reset and then pump up again. Just like right now, silver is resetting. It's got to reset and then it's going to pump up again. Okay? Don't be afraid. Don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about. If Epstein says that XRP is a threat to traditional banking, I'm all in. Well, I don't trust anything Epstein said because he was one of the early crypto pumpers. These guys lie to make money, you know. Epstein probably had XRP, XLM. He probably had a whole bunch of them because he's an insider. So don't trust what he says, okay? Don't trust what Epstein says. Do you support ICE? Well, I mean, yeah, I support. I definitely support the deportation of illegal immigrants. Definitely, if they're here illegally, they should not be here because a lot of these guys, they're driving truck, and they don't even have a real truck driving degree. They don't even have a real certificate to drive a truck, but yet they drive truck anyways, and then they crash and they kill people. you know, and a lot of these people are murderers and drug dealers. And yeah, if you're an illegal immigrant, then we should take you back right away and send you away 100%. But I think ICE doesn't, a lot of these guys don't know what they're doing. They're getting paid tons and tons of money and they're not even trained. That's why the guy, he was standing right in front of a woman's car. Why don't you just step aside and let her go? That way she didn't have to die, you know? So a lot of these ICE guys, I don't think that they're trained. And I think that their arrogance and they have a sense of power that they love. So yes, ICE members are not trained. They're not policed. I don't think that they're doing it the right way at all. They're not doing it the right way. But I fully support deporting illegals. Yeah, because they're taking our jobs. These illegal immigrants are taking all our jobs. And then because we have an overabundance of people in the U.S., an influx of people, they're all voting Democrat. And that's really bad too. But yeah, they're taking our jobs. We don't need more people in the U.S. I think, you know, we need less. We need fewer. The more people, the more oversaturated it is. So there's too many people fighting for that same job. So, you know, I believe in, yeah, we got to get rid of the illegal immigrants because a lot of these guys are not good. Okay. You're going to be buying the something. Remember, guys, please give a super chat and I'll read the question. Okay. I'm surprised we've been holding for so long. Seems like it's stuck. What, crypto? Slim Shady, Chainlink and an XMR Bitcoin, that's all you need. I definitely like Chainlink because, well, people talk about Chainlink as a actual real utility coin. It's got real utility. And the price of, so that's what the belief is. And it went from $50 down to $10. Okay. So yeah, Chainlink, that's on sale. So I like Chainlink. I do own Chainlink. All right. And I don't really have much Bitcoin, okay? I'm not a big fan of Bitcoin. So let's keep moving on. Why are you shirtless? Try to get more views. And we're answering bodybuilding questions. If you have any bodybuilding questions, ask away. Yeah, I'm just watching the price of gold plummet right here, 4,700, but yeah. Yeah, we dropped almost $900 per ounce. But also we were pumped up a little bit too high. A lot of that with gold was just manipulation. It got pumped up too high too soon. Yes, gold is going to go to $20,000. But the right economic conditions are not in place yet. Not until they start a new round of quantitative easing. Okay? When we see the dollar start to crack. So yeah, gold, its day is coming. Your main focus should just be accumulation of the physical, I think. Accumulating more and more physical gold. More and more gold stocks. I really like Barrick Gold because that pays a high dividend, okay? Well, it's not super high, but it is a dividend. So Barrick Gold really looking good right now. I predicted it would go up to $50. It did. So now I think Barrick Gold could go to $100, but we're pulling back right now first. What about copper and oil? Yeah, those are my favorites. I got a lot of copper here at the house. Got a lot of oil in my gas tank. I like Petrobrazil oil. I like oil stocks. Yeah. Oil is low. Historically, it's approaching some of its lowest levels, other than the dip from the pandemic. That's when oil went like negative. You actually had to. It was crazy. Oil was worth negative money. Gold back to 3,800. 38? Yeah, maybe. I mean, we started off at about 2,000. Then we went to 5,600. So it's going to be somewhere in between there. The new floor is going to be somewhere between 2,000 and 5,600. So 3,800 might be a good place to start accumulating again. But I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But right now it's just looking bad. It's going to be it's going to trade on the way down too. So you're going to get these massive sell-offs and it's going to pop. It's going to be very crazy. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen with gold. I just know it's going to go way, 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 way higher. But I don't know how fast that happens. I think another year or two, and gold's going to be much, much higher. The part about Chainlink being so low in price compared to overvalued crypto is as a whole. Yeah. Yeah, crypto got pumped up, way pumped up, and it pumped up over a long period of time, and some of that air is being let out of the bubble. That's all. Yeah. Crypto is just a bubble, and it's just letting out air. So we have to keep an eye on it and just start to buy. We gotta buy crypto. Gotta buy more crypto. The Clarity Act. The Clarity Act, that must be having something to do with crypto. Yeah. Come on, guys. We got to get up to 5,000 subs today. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers. We did it. We did it, guys. We just did it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. We did it. 5,000 subs. Booyah. We did it. And I owe it to each and every one of you guys for helping out the channel. 5,000 subscribers. This is a wonderful day for me in my life. We hit 5,000 subs. So, dude, I gotta celebrate. I gotta do something today because this is amazing. 5,000. Just to see those 3 zeros. A 5 and then 3 zeros. It's pretty cool. It's a cool feeling for a YouTuber. Feels even better than when I had 1,000, you know. Thank you for saying I'm a legend. When you're writing the laws on what considers a commodity versus a security and as a part of the federal government shows that most of the market is speculative. Yeah, you're right. Congrats, John. Huge deal. Yeah, it's a big deal. We got to do I don't know. I got to do something special now. I don't even know what to do. I don't have anything to do. I can't take a rip of anything. I can't do anything. All I can do is just bathe in my own success, you know? We did make $10 on the stream. Not only did I make $10 from you guys giving donations, but we're making money from the live stream. You know, every person that watches through an ad, that's like another half of a penny that I get, okay? Gay crypto tweaker. I'm not gay, no. I like chicks, all right? I definitely like the females. And the Bible says, man shall not lie with man. It says that in the book of Romans. All right, guys? I'll look it up for you, okay? Oh, it's in Leviticus, okay? The phrase man shall not lie with man originates from Leviticus, which prohibits sexual relations between men and is often interpreted as a condemnation of homosexuality. So men, they used to be gay even back in the Bible, okay? There used to be gay dudes way back when. And the Bible warns us about this kind of behavior, that we shouldn't be gay. But there's nothing wrong with taking off your shirt and flexing your muscles. I don't believe that is gay at all, okay? Yeah. How insane, how low the price is compared to the relative performance. He says, do I like black women? Yes. Absolutely. I don't discriminate. As long as they look hot, dude, I'll try to wife her up, you know? Doesn't matter to me. And it's better if you hook up with someone of a different, I hate to use the word race, because humans, we're all the same race, Homo sapiens sapien, but we are different varieties, okay? There are different varieties of humans, just like there's different varieties of cats or dogs. So it's better if you have babies with a different race or a different variety, because then you don't get the same genetic mistakes that are in, you know, like if I married another white girl and we both had the same genetic mistakes, then the baby would have them. But if I marry someone of a different variety with an entirely different gene pool, then most likely the child is not going to have that many genetic issues, okay, or genetic problems. So I wouldn't mind meeting up with a black or a Indian, um, or I like them all, you know. I like all races of women as long as they look good, you know. You should get ready for our big move trailer premiere. Okay, you mean different breeds? It's kind of like breeds, yeah, but they're just different varieties. That's truth, yeah. All humans are the same species, Homo sapien sapien. So yes, we do have different varieties. The different varieties originate because of the human gene pool. When you have isolation, that can cause macroevolution, or it can bring out certain genetic traits. So like if someone gets stuck, if a society of people gets stuck in Africa, all the white people are going to die. All the people that have white genes, they're all dead because they're going to get skin cancer. Okay, and they're going to die very quickly living in sub-Saharan Africa. So it's only going to be black Africans. But if you take a cold environment like Alaska, the people that are native there are going to be smaller, because if you're a smaller person, you're going to conserve more heat. And if you're bigger with more extremities, you're going to give off more heat. So someone like me, my population would not develop like this in Alaska. Alaska is all small native people. The Inuits, they call them. Okay? So that's kind of about how genetics work. Genetic variation, genetic drift, isolation. So that's just a little bit of explaining how that works. Can you apologize for your ancestors' wrong actions? No, I don't even know my ancestors, bro. So if you're referring to my ancestors that had slaves, to be honest with you, black people had more slaves. The black people had a lot of slaves, and they actually shipped away their own kind. A lot of they got money, and the blacks sold other blacks. They sold them. They sold themselves. You know, it's crazy, and it's not only the white man that's responsible for racism. Okay, it's not just the white man, and I don't believe in racism of any kind. All right, unless someone has a religion and they believe that they should harm others, that kind of racism is okay. If there's like a group of people that they hate other people, you know, we should get rid of them. Yeah. I don't want to say any names, but there's a lot of religions that want to take over, and they want to destroy a lot of other communities and take over different countries and stuff. So we got to be careful about who we let in our country. Be very careful who we let in. Okay? Is your right arm stronger than your left? Yeah, this arm and this hand is probably a great deal stronger than this one. Okay? But I like to use this one too, just so they stay about the same. Okay? Try to use both hands. That way they stay the same strength, you know. He's talking about, I'm not saying what I'm talking about, okay? Yes. Absolutely, dude. It's the countries where Islam gets imported from. Most countries that worship Islam nowadays are sub-IQ. I don't want to get into Islam, okay? But I think that there can only be one way. There can't be multiple ways to get to heaven because they're so conflicting and so contradicting. Okay? There's only one way to get to heaven, and that's with Jesus. That's the religion that we have the most evidence for. There's recorded so many miracles that are recorded in history, including the death and the resurrection. Over 3,000 people saw Jesus after he died, after he got stabbed in the heart, after all the blood and water came out, after he was buried. And he even showed, and they could see the holes in his wrists or his hands or whatever. have you run gear before? I did super draw when I was 21, and it really boosted me up quite a bit. And I did try to get some gear on the internet, but I think that some of it might have been real and some of it might have been fake. So I gave up. I gave up on gear because I figured out that it's pretty much all fake out there. It's all made in underground labs. It's either going to be diluted or it's not real. So I don't even want to do any gear because you don't know what you're putting into your body. You have no idea what kind of carrier oils that they're using. They're probably not using coconut oil. They're probably using something that's going to hurt. They're probably dulling it down. You could take test and maybe it's got something else in there too. Maybe it's got tren in there mixed with it to get better results. Okay, you can't trust these underground labs for steroids. So I think that it's better just to be natural, unless you have like a really good source, a really good supplier. Um, and you really should stay natural unless you're making money at it. Okay, like me, I actually make money on YouTube, so it would actually benefit me to get on a cycle. I get huge, and then I'd be able to get more clients, more personal training clients. So for me to go on a cycle, it'll be really good. But for just your average guy, if you're not making money at it, there's no point to do steroids. You should stay away. You should stay far away from that shit. Okay. So, mocking other man's bodies is woman's work. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I haven't even heard women shaming men for being fat or anything like that lately. They don't really do that too much anymore. I think everyone's afraid to body shame anyone. But I don't think that's the way it should be. I think that it's okay to body shame people. If someone is 500 pounds or if someone is fucking 700 pounds and they're about to drop dead and leave their family, you should tell that person they're a piece of shit because that's what no one's probably told them. What's the one thing that no one tells a fat person? You're a piece of shit. Nowadays, people say, "Oh, you're fat. Okay, okay, I'm going to back off. I'm not going to say anything." No, those people need tough love. Okay, because no one gives it. They think no one cares about them. You know, fat people nowadays, they think no one cares because we're told that we can't body shame. Okay, that's wrong. If you see a fat dude, you say, "Hey, dude, you need to get on a treadmill." And guess what? Maybe he will. But if you don't say anything, you just walk past him, he's just gonna think he's normal. Oh, I'm a fat dude walking around. I'm normal. No one's hating on me. It's okay to be normal. No one's saying negative things about me. No, we need to bring back. We need to bring back being an asshole to a lot of people. Um, yeah, it's good to tell people they're fat because they need to hear it. They need to hear it. They need to get their ass in gear. Okay, I'm a big fan of tough love. That's just the way I am. All right. You got to realize, you got to tell these people, dude, you're a fat piece of shit. If you don't start working out, you're going to leave your kids. They're not going to have a dad. Okay? Do it. You see a fat ass walking on the street, tell them. That's what I do. Okay? I don't do that at work. But when I'm just walking around in the grocery store, you know, I'll see a dude, I'll laugh at him as he's fat. Or I'll say, dude, hit the treadmill, bro. And then I'll keep walking. You know, and just hoping that I give that positive vibes out and you're going to do something with it. Okay? Some people, you can tell them to get to work and they're not going to care. Other people, you tell them, dude, you look like shit. And they'll actually start lifting. Okay? Jason, you are the most, he says, I'm the most helpful person ever. I have an ab and cardio routine I can give you because you need it. Well, I don't think I need it, dude. I got good abs. I got good abs right now, bro. That's right, boy. That's right. Coming in hot, guys. Coming in hot. That's how it's done. Look at that, 54 viewers. That's really good, guys. Took me a year to hit 360 pounds in deadlifts and 230 in the bench press. Yeah, it's about how long it takes. If you really, really put in a lot of work, after a year, you should be hitting some decent numbers. He's weak AF. You want to be a wigger. Consistency is more impressive than getting abs as quickly as possible. Yeah, if you can stay consistent, keep on building that muscle consistently, then that's going to add up over time. All right? It's going to add up over time, guys. Got to get this food. Gotta get this food. Gotta get big. Gotta get big. You gotta eat, guys. Got some food right here. This is how you do it. So, have you ever been knocked out? No, I knocked myself out once. One time I was like 12 or 13, and me and my buddy were chilling, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna stick this cord around my neck until I pass out." And I knocked out myself just because I thought it would be funny. I was like, what's going to happen if I take this cord around my neck and I passed out? So I never actually knocked myself out, but when I was a kid, I forced myself to pass out. You know, that was not a smart thing to do. You're going to kill brain cells probably. And the brain can come back too. It can bounce back. But yeah. Remember, even if you're an alcoholic, you can bounce back. Your brain will come back. You'll get smarter again. Okay, you'll get wiser again. Looking Big John is quick question. Why is your thoughts on Bitcoin, Solana, ETH, and XRP? You bought 2 years ago to hold? Well, I would rather buy them right now to hold. Okay, you could start adding to your positions. I would wonder how much you bought. I would want to wonder how much % of your crypto makes up your entire portfolio. Is that all you have? If all you have is crypto, then sell it and buy some silver and buy some stocks. You know, but I would say you probably bought at a bad time. Well, you might have bought it at an okay time, but you never sold it. You know, you should have sold it December of 2024. You should have sold at the end of 2024, and you should be buying now. Okay. So what are my thoughts? My thoughts are that you probably have lost money. You could actually sell it and take off that loss and write off the loss for your taxes, and then you could try to buy back lower. Or you could just keep on holding. Okay. The safest thing to do is just to keep on holding, because I do think the Bitcoin market is going to turn around. I do think crypto is going to go back up. Okay. So if I were you, I would just keep dollar cost averaging. And I wouldn't even look at Bitcoin and Ethereum anymore, or XRP. I would look at Pepe, Shiba Inu, Doge, ICP, Bonk, VeChain. Okay. I would check out some of those. I would look at ICP, okay? And I wouldn't really want to worry about, I don't really worry about what Bitcoin's doing so much. I don't think Bitcoin is the best one. I think it's actually the worst. It's one of the slowest coins. It's expensive to build on. It's way overvalued. Buying Bitcoin, it's like, it's crazy, because there's so many cryptos that are down way more. You want to buy the ones that are best bang for your buck. Bitcoin does not give you your best bang for your buck. Neither does Ethereum. Neither does Solana. Okay? Those ones have a lot further to fall. Look at Shiba Inu, dude. I'm telling you. Look at Shiba Inu and look at Pepe. Those ones have already fallen down so much, they're ripe for the picking. I'm ready to buy some, okay? Trump 2028. 2028 should be the next Bitcoin halving too. So I'm very bullish on crypto for 2028. But right now I'm kind of bullish, kind of bearish. In reality, I'm bullish on crypto, but it could still go down more. But I am bullish and I'm buying. I am loading up on crypto, okay? Got silver, but just an old investment. Stupid investment looking back, put 2K. Got silver, but just an old investment. 2K in. Well, you're up on your silver. So I sold Shiba and Pepe, made some money. I bought very low. I think you should buy them back now. I sold Shiba and Pepe too. But guess what? I started to buy them back. So I'm loading up again on Shiba and Pepe. Yeah. The prices are so low right now. You got to load up. You got to start buying. Dollar cost average. Okay. You don't want to buy up high, but now is the time to buy. Your number one takeaway from my videos right now should be that you need to buy crypto because it's so cheap. Okay. Put a shirt on, you queef, he says. What about the Gooner coin? Gooner coin. I'll buy any coin as long as it's cheap and as long as it's on Coinbase. Okay? But yeah, I don't know if I can buy Gooner coin because it might not be on Coinbase. Yeah. You look like the guy on the movie Napoleon Dynamite that dated that black girl. Yeah, that's me. That's me, dude. I made $150 on Bowser farting coin. 6-7 coin. Really? There's a 6-7 coin? Yeah, you should probably buy it, okay? Let's see what that one looks like. 6-7 coin. Let's check it out, guys. Yeah. It's come down. Yeah, I would say, you know, the 6-7 meme could die. And if it dies, then that means the coin's probably not going to perform that well. And 6-7, it's such a stupid meme that it might die. Okay? Like people say 6-7, it's so stupid. You know, it's like the dumbest, most unintelligent meme that I've ever heard in my life. I started seeing things on TikTok about people with Down syndrome in a wheelchair. They go, how deep is that hole? Oh, it's about 6-7. And then a guy with Down syndrome just goes right into the hole. Like, what even happened in 2025? A lot of weird shit started happening. I mean, I think 6-7 is going to die. I don't think it's a good meme at all. But I could be wrong. And in that case, you should buy the coin. It's not going to hurt you to buy a little bit of the coin. Okay? Yeah, it's not going to hurt. Just buy a little bit. Fart coin. Yeah, me too. What happened with this shirt, bro? I'm blind. Put your pecs away. Stop being autistic. All right, sorry. Shit, guys. I got to put on a shirt. Dude, this shirt is hot. This thing is hot. Just bought platinum. Where are we at right now? Ooh, yeah, platinum. Silver's hanging in there. We're hanging in. What's platinum doing? 2,100. Dude. Wonder where you bought it. Who's got platinum for sale? EBK. I'm not sure about that one. What happened? So, are you telling me right now if I look like you, I can make money? Yeah. 2025 was a shit year for music, politics, global trade, consumer goods, inflation. Yeah. I'd rather go back to 2015 too. But that's not a luxury we have. Forever Slacker actually gave $20. That means I made almost $30 today. If you include my ads, like the watch ads, I've made over $30. Dude, that's sick. Thank you. Dude, that gives me so much confidence that, you know, my channel is developing. I'm becoming more and more legitimate. And we're actually getting like some real donations here. Raw wealth is also going to be grow your own food and harvest your own water. We have to do that if we can. That's why land is your most important thing. That's why, you know, if you ever sell your silver or gold, it should be for land. Because when you get land, you can build on that and then you can grow food. You can have animals, a garden. You could build a greenhouse. You got to have your own piece of land. If you're renting, you can't do any of that. Like, I rent this place, okay? It's a nice place. I got upstairs, downstairs. But I can't really have many plants, you know? I could have some green beans and hydroponics or some strawberry plants, but you can never make enough to survive, okay? And that's what this is all about, survival. There's going to be a time in the future where survival becomes hard, okay? You're going to be struggling. You're going to need a gun. You're going to need food. You're going to need silver and gold for barter. We have to protect ourselves against the worst case scenario. You always got to be ready for the worst case scenario because it's going to happen when you least expect it. The worst case scenario, it's going to happen when you think everything is going good. Oh, my investments are great. Everything is good. The stock market's up. And then all of a sudden, boom, supply disruptions. You can't get a lot of food. People flock to the stores. They buy out everything. That's why you need land and guns. Okay? And then a garden. You need to have a garden. I've always believed that having a garden is one of the most important things. To be able to feed yourself is so important. We can't count on the grocery stores. We cannot count on the grocery stores or these large food companies. Something could go bad in the water. Something could happen. We could have major droughts accompanied by other bad events at the same exact time. And World War III can start anytime, guys. Okay? So, apple and pear trees. Yeah. Apple trees are always good. You can jar those and they'll last a long time if you know how to do it. Apples and pears, yeah. That's good carbohydrates. There's good vitamins in there. Okay. Remember when everyone bought out all the toilet paper? Maybe some cows. Yeah, I want to have some cows if I get my own land. I'm going to want cows, yes. And I want a place in the country. I want to get a little house, a piece of land in the country. I have unmarked landmines around my home. Well, that could be dangerous because you could have little kids come onto your property. How do you feel about SARMs for bodybuilding? SARMs are selective androgen receptor modules. So these things, they act like steroids. Your body will convert them to steroids, or your liver will convert them to steroids. But it's different than just injecting test into your body. The best thing to do is to just straight up inject, because then it doesn't have to get converted by the liver. It's not going to hurt your body at all. So injectable steroids are superior to SARMs. But SARMs, do not underestimate SARMs. They're very, very powerful, and they're legal. They're not legal to ingest, but you can buy them for research purposes. Obviously, you're going to research the effects on your body, okay? But if you take SARMs without test, then your results are going to be limited. You're going to do really well. You're going to bulk up a lot for like a couple months, 2-3 months. And then all of a sudden, your energy levels are going to tank. You're going to have more water retention. Your body is not going to look as hard. And your gains are going to stop. Because if you take SARMs, your natural tests will plummet. But if you take SARMs plus testosterone, you're going to maintain a good level of testosterone. So that means you're going to have a good level of estrogen. Okay, that's really the key here. You need to be injecting test so that some of that test converts into estrogen. Okay, you can't build much muscle without estrogen. You gotta have test. All these kids think, oh, I'm just going to take SARMs and I'm going to get huge. No, you gotta have test with it. Otherwise, don't even do it. Don't even do SARMs. Because when you stop, you're going to lose everything. But if you do SARMs and you have test, then you can just stop the SARMs. You can keep the test going. And then you can cut off the test completely and take HCG, HMG, Clomid, Arimidex, and you can get your body to actually hold on to a lot of that muscle that you gained. Okay? So I think test is really the most important thing. If you're talking about you want to do a steroid cycle, you always got to have test. Okay? So I have signs posted that say no kids allowed. Get blown up at your own risk. Wow. MK677. That is the one for, okay, guys, I have tried SARMs, okay? MK677, it'll give you a lot of energy throughout the day because it dramatically boosts your healing and your growth hormone. So if you wake up every day healed, it's going to give you a lot more energy, a lot more wakefulness. You're going to feel very awake on MK677. It's very good. It's very good. But remember, growth hormone will grow problems too. Okay, the worst thing if you take MK677 and you don't understand how to use the ancillaries, Clomid, Nolvadex, stuff like that, Arimidex. So MK677 will make everything grow. Wow, we just got another $5 bill. This is insane. So MK677, it can make your gyno grow. Okay, if you are taking test with MK677 without any estrogen blockers, because you want to have estrogen, but you want to have it in check. If your estrogen is too low, you're not going to gain muscle. So if you're taking too much test with MK, you could start to, and you're taking like D-ball with it, you can develop gyno, and the MK677 is going to make that gyno grow very fast. Okay? So MK677 is not something to mess around with. It is like real growth hormone. It's just like real growth. Okay? So you got to know what you're doing. You don't want to just start taking tons of MK, because if you get a case of gyno, it's going to blow it up. And guess what? MK677, growth hormone, they can make cancer grow faster too. If you have malignant or benign tumors, growth hormone can literally make your cancer grow. And it can also make your intestines grow. It can make your muscles in your head grow. Okay? It'll make your heart grow. Okay? So as far as MK677 goes, you could include it in a blast if you do blasting cruises, but you don't want to be taking it forever. Just do it very briefly, okay? You can like take it for a month or two, and that's it. A couple of months, three months. No more than that. Stay away from MK unless you really know what you're doing. You want to look for those signs of early gyno so you can cut it out. You can stop it. So, my investment tip is dope, bro. Do not listen to this man. Do take any foreign substances, period. Yeah. So, I've taken MK677. I've taken Rad 140. I was going to get like Ostarine because it's a weaker one, but I didn't. I decided to go with the Rad 140, MK. And then I was taking some tests that might not even been real. And some Deca that wasn't even real. So I think the SARMs were the only thing that was working, and I gained a little bit of muscle, but not that much, you know. Aromacin. I think he's trying to Aromacin. You know, a great aroma taste inhibitor, John. It's high levels of zinc. Payment for you sent on 1/1/26. That's today. Duh. This guy just sent me a payment IOU. This guy made me an IOU and he just finally paid it. Dude, I waited long enough. No. Steroids cause hair loss. Yeah. When I took Superdrol, I was 21 years old. It may have contributed to a little bit of hair loss. But luckily, I still do have hair, just not as much. But hair loss is genetic. So some people can take steroids and they won't lose any hair. Other people can take steroids and they just lose it all right away. It's all genetic, okay? So I do think I have hair loss in my genes a little bit. So if I take steroids, I'll probably lose my hair pretty quick. That's one reason that I've probably stayed away from them too, okay? So, do SARMs shrink your balls? Yes. Because when you take SARMs, your body will not produce testosterone, just like I said, and that's very bad for gains, okay? So with SARMs, you'll gain, but it's not going to gain forever, okay? Like if you take test, you'll keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But if you take SARMs, it's just like a designer steroid. You know, you'll pump up, and then you'll stop getting gains, and then you're going to feel lethargic, okay? When I was taking Superdrol, after about 3 weeks, my testosterone probably dropped to 0, or probably to 20 or 30, and I got so lethargic. I was taking Superdrol, and I was just falling asleep. You know, Superdrol is so powerful. You really only need 10 to 20 milligrams, and you should never take Superdrol by itself. That's what I did. I took it all by itself. That's the worst thing you can do, because when you come off, you're going to lose everything. What you should do is you should take test and then throw in a little bit of Superdrol in there for a few weeks and then cut it out. And then go back to the just test, you know. And then, you know, whenever you want to get pumped up for the gym, you know, you take Superdrol for a couple weeks and that's it. You know, you get pumped up for your photos. But something like Superdrol or Rad 140, these should not be taken long term. Okay? The only steroid you should take long term is like a low dose test or a low dose Deca, you know, low dose Primo. Okay? Be sure to take D3, K2 30 minutes before magnesium. It makes the absorption more potent. Okay. I didn't know that. Take vitamin D3 and K2. I take mine. I got yeah, D3 and K2. And it's got MK7. What to eat to lose a lot of weight fast? Nothing. Next. This guy said, what to eat to lose a lot of weight? Your best bet is to fast. Like, don't eat anything. Do that for a day. Okay? And then do it for another day. And then try to do it for 3 days straight. Yeah. You know, you just got to cut down. Okay? If you want to lose weight, you want to eat less food, but you want it to be highly nutritious. Okay? So you got to eat less, dude. It's not a question of what to eat. It's just eating less. But always try to eat healthy no matter what. Okay? Text. MK677, more like AK-47. Yeah, I wish I had an AK. I shot an AK, but I don't have one. Yeah, MK. I did it. I did it the one time. Yeah, it was nice. It was giving me like super high energy, and I was awake in the morning. I took it when I was on the golf course. You know, when I used to do videos how to get rich on a golf course. I was like, guys, I just got a hole in one. Now, if you want to get rich, buy silver. I was doing that like 3 years ago. Every single day of my life. And I was taking MK. I did it for like a couple of months. Real good stuff. Yeah, real good stuff. I'm back again. I'm gone. So eat more butter. Butter is going to help you gain weight. It's way easier to take you seriously without the hat. Your chain and advice that you give is absurd. This dude looks like a pedo. No, I ain't. I got my Peter Pan shirt on. It's like Peter Pan. And I gotta show you that I'm a gangster, so I still got the tag on it. Alright? How many times does this guy get butt? We gotta block you on that one, sorry. Yeah, we gotta block you. Thanks everyone for the donations. I really appreciate that. This is crazy today. We got over 5,000 subscribers now. Thanks to all of you. Gold right now is hanging in there. Yeah, they're hanging in there. Okay? Maybe this is the bottom. Okay? Maybe. People just saw what the precious metals can do. Now, I don't think they're going to really crash. I think based on what just happened, I think people are going to get a lot more confidence that we will see $200+ silver. Because if silver could just go over 100 just like nothing, if the conditions are right, then we could go over 200 like nothing. Okay? If the conditions are right and when they're right. So silver is going to explode. It's just a matter of time. We got to have these scary shakeouts. The last shakeout I was afraid too. Okay? Yeah. A little bit, you know. I mean, I was afraid during this one right here. I was like, oh boy, this is scary. What do we do? And I stayed strong though, you know. But yeah, this was scary. Now this one's scary, okay? That's how they do it. They got to send it up as far as they can, as fast as they can, with as few people on board. So how do they knock people off? Boom. They smash it. That's how they send it up with as few people on board. They always do it that way. So that way there's going to be a lot more people to buy because everyone's sold. You know, people are getting scared out. Those buyers will come back in when they get more confidence when the price of gold hits 7,000 or 8,000. You know, all the people that are selling gold now, they're probably going to buy at a way higher price. Okay? These people are going to get so mixed up, so freaked out, and then they're going to panic buy gold at like $10,000, $20,000. Okay, they're just going to be buying specks of it. But now you can get good amounts. You know, don't be afraid of gold. It's going to crash a little bit. That's okay. All right, I ain't too worried about it. What do you think of platinum? It's down to 2,100. I love it. But yeah, we want gold to consolidate right here. Okay, we don't want it to really keep falling too much more. If gold comes down to 4,500, 4,550, we'll still be okay. But if it really comes down to like, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I'd like it to stabilize right here though. That'd be nice. Platinum is worth more than gold. No, platinum is worth less, but at one time it was worth more. Platinum has massive potential. Okay, platinum is at 2,095. I might buy an ounce of platinum here. I want to. At $2,000? Yeah. I don't think we're ever going to see $900 platinum again. Maybe we'll see 1,400, 1,500 if we're lucky. But I like platinum right here. $2,000? Yeah, I like it. Because I think it's going to 5,000. And I think gold's going to 20,000. Okay? You are still... Wow. This guy likes to invest in steel. All right, guys. But yeah. We're doing good, though. 5,000 views on this stream. Or 5,003 subscribers. We're doing very good, guys. Thanks, everybody. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Stealing kids like Peter Pan from the parents. Yeah. I'm doing good on this one video, guys. I'll show you. Where is it? Check this one out. This is my heater review video. $5. I made $5 on it. It's still going too. So 640 views. I made $5. That's good. That's good. Only 640 views, but I still made $5. Imagine if I can get a few thousand views. You know, I'll start making 20, 30 bucks. And then, guys, just so you know, my main goal is to blow up on YouTube and then do it full time. I'm trying to become a full-time YouTuber. So I just got to keep putting in the work. That's all it is, guys. I got to keep putting in the work. Okay? I'm in and out. It's okay, dude. Dude, you can't be here for every second. And I can take over. I'm willing to take over on the moderating, okay? But yeah, this is crazy, dude. Gold is, I don't know what's going to happen with gold now. It's only down 115. And silver is still over 80. Silver's only down 250. That's not that bad. For what I said was going to be spillover selling. And it's actually 83.80. I mean, dude, if silver can maintain this level, people are going to get so bullish so fast because a lot of people are expecting silver and gold to fall a lot more. If they don't, even if we can get a week of stability, I think we're going to see those buyers start to rush back in. And then we could see more talk about Iran, more talk about Greenland, more talk about tariffs, and we could see gold resume just like that very quickly. Okay? So don't get all upset. Don't sell your silver. I would not sell. Gold will be fine. Yeah, gold is gold. Gold's good. Sorry, guys. I just got nothing else to talk about. I've already said what I wanted to say. You know, gold's down. Silver's going down a little bit, but it's finding stability. Yeah. Platinum is going down, but it looks like it's finding a little bit of stability. You guys know I do this day in and day out. I just keep focused on crypto, gold. I look at what is getting crushed the most. What should I buy? You know, and I love it. I love to watch this crypto crash. I'm losing money right now. I'm losing money on crypto. But I love it. Why? Because I don't have that much money in it. I only have so many thousands of dollars in crypto. I don't have that much. I have less than $15,000 in crypto. So if it drops, I don't really care. Okay? I'm buying. I'm buying. What's Bitcoin doing? Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin is 77,000. Ooh, XRP though, $1.59. That's really coming down good. I love to see XRP fall because these guys, they think it's legit. You know, they're like, why is XRP falling? Like, these people think XRP is legit. They think Brad Garlinghouse is legit. No, he's a scammer. It's just funny to see these idiots panic. You know, how low does your IQ have to be for you to believe the story of XRP? Why would XRP value, or why would these banks value XRP when they're hoarding gold? You know, it's all about gold. XRP, Bitcoin, stellar lumens, these are all just distractions from gold. And what's going to happen with World War III, guys? It's only going to get worse. World War III is here. Okay? So far, it's just been an information war. But now it's starting to turn into more. It's turning into more. And it's going to lead to a lot of destruction. All right? We got Iran still wants to get highly enriched levels of uranium. Okay? Trump doesn't want that. Something is going to happen. Something's going to happen. If it goes wrong, the price of oil could explode. That's why I want to buy a Toyota Prius. I'm trying to buy a Prius, guys. I could buy one now that I sold a few silver things, but I don't really want to buy one right this second. I just got my car and I love it. Getting a lot of snow buildup though on the wheel wells and a lot of ice buildup. So I got to take my knife out there tonight and try to stab through the ice. That's what I use this for now, is just to get rid of the ice on my car. It's broken. It doesn't even have the thing, the tong or whatever. I'm missing screws. See that? It's missing screws. So just throw it around a little bit, you know, play with it here and there, you know. XRP is way to move massive amounts of money in seconds. Yeah. So is digital currency, you know, a bank. I can transfer money from one account to another one just by the click of a button. And I could even do that right now. I could legit transfer money from my bank account over to one of my other accounts very quickly. Okay? Maybe it won't be seconds. It's not seconds. But that's not possible either with XRP. Okay? How can I utilize XRP to transfer money from my bank account to my stock account where it matters? You can't. Okay? So yeah, XRP can do large transfers, but it's pointless. It's meaningless. Because that money doesn't come from one of your accounts to another to another. It's just you're moving XRP, you know. And you can't use your XRP to buy stocks or to buy different cryptos. It's just, yeah, you can transfer XRP like that, but who cares? It's just XRP. What you want to do is to be able to transfer real cash like that and be able to utilize that real cash. XRP, to my knowledge, does not allow you to do that. That's like the theory or whatever. But there's nothing to it. There's nothing to XRP. People think there's something to it. It's just a scam. That's all. That's it. That's all it is. They probably paid Swift a lot of money to get Swift to say that they were going to use it or something. Or they pay all these fake banks. A lot of these banks don't even exist. They're just fake. They're all made up. And they say, yeah, this bank's going to use XRP. Yeah, so what? Some fake made-up bank in Japan that you only made up to try to sell XRP? I mean, with XRP, it's just so obvious. It's one scam after another. All you have to do is read, you know, and you see that nothing's written in stone. Find yourself an article that's very bullish on XRP. Actually read it and tell me what you come away with. You'll come away with a lot of theories, a lot of beliefs, a lot of, you know, this bank said this, or this one said this, or this one said this, but nothing is in stone. That's how you know it's all a scam. There's nothing real behind it. But yeah. Real crash that you worked hard for. Good night. Have to work in 6 hours. Good night, bro. Good night. As I'm eating, you got to eat after your workout. That's how you get big. You don't get big during your workout. You get big after. All right? The hat's back. Look at the gold. Whoo-wee. That's real, guys. That's real. A lot of people say it's fake, but it's not fake. But now, this is going down in price. I'm losing money, guys. You think I'm scared? No. Eventually, this thing will be worth $20,000. Right now, it's worth about $4,800. That's good money, you know. But it's not 20,000. But look at that. Look at that, guys. This is the bounce back. Will Smith is bouncing back, guys. Gold is bouncing back. This is the bounce back. This is the bounce back. Come on, let's get it. John, take a spray bottle of antifreeze, spray it on the ice spots, and bump. Antifreeze. Okay. I don't have any of that stuff right now, but I could probably go get some at the car shop. Antifreeze. Okay. Yeah. Usually I take this out there and I just stab it. But then I risk puncturing the tire or scratching something. Okay. Yeah, this is 93.7 grams. What happens when we leave the body, you think? You're asking me, wow, like epistemology or shit. When the soul leaves the body, I think it goes to, you know, it may go to like a purgatory type place, where you wait for when Jesus comes back, and then it's all going to be sorted out. But yeah, it might. I'm not really quite sure what the Bible says, but I'm pretty sure it's like some kind of a purgatory type place, or we just go straight to heaven or hell, and we're just judged right away. But I haven't really looked into that in a while. But yeah, I'm not really sure. We're either going to be judged right away, or we're going to be judged by God at a different time in the future. So yeah, judgment will happen after we die. When the soul leaves the body, it'll be judged at some point. And then you're going to find out where you're going, heaven or hell. Now, hell's pretty bad, but there's going to be different levels of hell. Some places in hell are much, much worse. Because hell just means separation from God. It means you're not going to be in heaven. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be burning in pain. You might not make it to heaven, but you're not also as evil as Hitler was. You know what I mean? So there's different levels of punishment. There might be parts of hell where people can wander around and they can still eat food, they can still talk, they might even still be able to have enjoyment and stuff like that sometimes. But I can't say, you know. For years, preachers have said that hell is the worst place, it's going to be terrible, but there may be places in hell that are not that bad. But the bottom line is you don't want to go to hell at all. You want to go to heaven, you know. Antifreeze in your windshield washer. It's just windshield washer. Oh, I don't know that much stuff about the cars. Okay. Negative 30 Celsius. I don't even have any windshield wiper fluid. To be honest with you, I don't know. I haven't even tried it, and I haven't tried the wiper fluid for as long as I've had the car. I think it's probably empty. All I do is I brush off the windshield and stuff. I don't use the spray. How old am I? I'm getting up there. I'm old. I don't like to say. But yeah, gold bouncing back. I think that gold might trade in a range here with an upward bias. And it's going to present a lot of opportunities to make day trades and stuff like that, but I'm not like hyper focused on day trading. But I might try to take a look. I'm going to have some eggs next, because eggs will get you big. He's an atheist. Yeah, my buddy Dan was an atheist too. Most people are agnostic or Christian, but there are quite a few people that are atheists as well, and they don't believe in God whatsoever. These people are accepting of evolution, Mother Nature, materialism, naturalism, things like that. There's no such thing as a miracle, you know, and I believe that there are miracles, and a lot of them are recorded in the Bible. And there are some that are recorded that are not in the Bible. I look around 37. Yeah, I'm around there, yeah. But I think atheism is not good, because you're separating yourself from God. If you go to hell, that's separation from God. But just choosing atheism, that's like hell already. You're choosing to be separated from God. A lot of atheists actually believe in God. They just hate God. They've convinced themselves that God is evil. You know, a lot of atheists, they will admit that God exists, but they just hate him. And they don't agree with God. And they say, well, why does God do this? And there are reasons and there are answers to everything. A lot of the atheists don't want to seek out the right answers. That's the conclusion that I've come to. Atheists come to the table with a major bias that they can't get over and they can't fix it. How could you believe in freaking Mother Nature? A mindless process created all the beauty that you see, created your body that can last almost 100 years, you know, created your genetic code. The genetic code is so complex that to think it could happen by natural processes, no. You can't add anything to the genetic code, or it's going to completely mess up the organism. You know, any mutation is going to be negative. Mutations do not increase genetic information. They can scramble what's there, which is not good. That agrees with the second law of thermodynamics. Everything is wearing down. Everything is getting worse. Evolution tells us that everything is getting better, more complex. Evolution defies logic. It defies, you know, the laws of the universe. And this is what the atheists rely on. They say, oh, it's all about evolution. Yes, evolution proves there is no God. No, you have to believe in evolution, you have to be ignoring a lot of what you see in nature. You have to ignore the complexity. Not only the complexity of each individual organism and the simple cell, but the complexity of the structure of the universe, how much mass it has, the strong nuclear force, the weak nuclear force, the electromagnetic force, the gravitational force, you know. If there was a little bit more mass in the universe, it would have expanded and it would have blew apart. There'd be no chance of life. But if there was not enough mass, it wouldn't have worked either. See, everything has to be just perfect. And these atheists, they ignore the fine tuning. You know, how can you do that? How can you ignore that? That's stupid. But that's what they do. Because they can't accept it. If they accepted the fine tuning as evidence of God, then they wouldn't be an atheist, you know. It says 10K. Love 10 karat gold. Very hard, it doesn't wear, but it doesn't look as good. But it still looks good. My favorite gold is 18K. I really like 14 too, but he's back. Thank you, dude. Are you good faith or is this rage bait? I'm good faith. I believe in God. Oh yeah, I believe it that God created the universe. Atheists is it's foolish. It's a fool's errand. Atheists ignore the evidence for God. So not good. Not good to do that. Never good to ignore God. That's going to come back to bite you. I'm certain of it. So keep the Jews out of. I believe in God. It's the churches are the problem. Yeah, we have so many different churches that disrupt and manipulate the Word of God. They change the Bible. There should only be one Bible. Why do we have so many different versions where they add things in it? We have the NIV. The Catholics have their own Bible. There's so many different freaking Bibles that they change the original words. The King James Version is the most accurate. It goes back very far. And when they assembled the King James Version of the Bible, they were very accurate on everything. They wanted it to be as accurate as possible. That's why they left out certain books, like the Book of Enoch. Some people think that they should have put the Book of Enoch in there, but there's a lot of inconsistencies with the rest of Scripture in the Book of Enoch. So that's why it was left out. So the Book of Enoch may have been made after, like way after the death of Jesus. And it may have been made for, allegorical purposes, for storytelling purposes. So the Book of Enoch may be attempting to add stuff to the Bible that is not supposed to be there. Okay? But it could also be true that some things in the Book of Enoch are real, like ancient giants. Even the Bible says there's ancient giants. The rest of the Bible says there's ancient giants. So because the Book of Enoch says it, yes, it's probably true. There were ancient giants. Atheists are usually very egotistical. Yeah, like my buddy Dan. He's now in jail, but he was an atheist and he was egotistical. And so am I. I think it is important to be egotistical to a certain degree, to value yourself, to value your own success, value your own importance. You should care mostly about yourself and then family. Okay? Because if you're going to put other people first, how are you going to get rich to help your own family? You know what I mean? You don't want to be donating your money to someone else's family, to some other cause. You want to be egotistical. You want to focus on your own family to make your family successful. So focus on your own mind and how you can improve yourself to make more money and make your family more successful. So if you're egotistical, you can do it in the right way. You gotta value yourself in the right ways. All the Gospels were transcribed for the first time the way after Jesus' death, John. No, a lot of them were written down right after he died. A lot of the books in the Bible were written by witnesses, such as Luke. Luke wrote the book of Luke. He was a doctor. He was around way thousand. He was around a long time ago. So he was able to speak with a lot of people that witnessed Jesus and what happened. And this guy was a medical doctor. He of course wrote everything down exactly as the truth revealed itself through all the people. He traveled all over the place. See, Luke, he traveled everywhere and he listened to everyone. And he spoke with people that seen Jesus and all that. The only way to get rich is to step on others in the workplace before they do it to you and only worry about you and yours. Yeah. Yeah, you got to realize other people in the workplace, they're going to step on you because they want more money. So they will try to put you down, make you look bad. They'll say, this person did this, or this person said this. This person was drinking on the job. This person was smoking weed on the job. So they'll try to step on you so they get that promotion. But what you got to do is you got to step on them first. If you know that they're the kind of people that will backstab you, then why not backstab them first? If you know they're a bad person, get them. Take that promotion right out from under them. Okay? Yeah. In the workplace, you got to step on people before they step on you. And they will step on you. If people think that you're becoming more successful, they'll try to get you fired because they don't want you to rise up higher than them. It's part of human nature, okay? Human nature. Now, we all have negative aspects of human nature within us. We have to check yourself, okay? If you start to feel joy from someone else's demise, check yourself. Say, why do I feel that way? Oh, that's just my human nature. That's not right. I don't need to feel that way, you know? Check yourself. Check your emotions in real time. A lot of you guys feel happy at other people's demise. That's not the way to view the situation. We got to get back to helping each other, okay? But so many people will step on you. So many. And it's like if you try to help anyone else, they wouldn't help you. You know? People nowadays, they just don't give a shit. They don't care about society. They don't care that society is falling apart. They only care about getting their cigarettes, getting their beer, boosting their dopamine, meeting up with this woman or that woman. That's all people care about. They don't give a shit about God anymore. People don't care about family anymore. They don't care about family structure, that the man is the head and the woman is to be submissive to the man. The family structure is falling apart, and that's why America's falling apart, okay? So, the broker, no, if you have a great idea, you can get high valuation for intellectual property. Yeah. For sure. I don't have any great ideas, though, except just, you know, buying stocks and buying crypto and buying stuff on sale and selling it when it's high. That's my ideas. That's what works. So, work harder and work smarter to climb the ladder. Yes. Good comment. Thank you. God is great. Yes. You want God on your side, you know, atheists. God wants to help you succeed. But you're just going to reject him like that, you know. It's really hard to be successful without God. You can do it, but it's a lot harder, I think. One more like till 50. Let's try to get 50 likes, guys. Yeah, we got 48 likes. Dude, I made $34. No joke. I'm not lying, bro. My music. The new guy that, yeah, NF's, the new guy, he gave us 20 bucks. Dude, I'm making $35. Dude, this is sick. But the live workouts always start off well. And then when I sit down, then they kind of die down. But when I'm getting pumped, a lot of people are motivated by that, I think. But we also get a lot of people that say that's gay and stuff like that. But I'm straight. So I'm straight 100% of the way. I'm looking to get a wife. I'm looking to have kids. So this is not a gay channel whatsoever. The only reason I take my shirt off is to motivate you guys, because a lot of you guys are out of shape, and you say, "Hey, I want a body that looks like that," and that's my job, is to show you how to do it. Okay. Thanks. We got 49 likes. Appreciate you. How much for a chain like that? I bought it for $2,900. I bought it for scrap, but now it's worth close to $5,000. But if you wanted to buy one like this, you would have to look around, and you'd have a hard time finding one that's close to spot. You'd have to know people, you know. Most likely, if you want a chain like this, you'd probably have to pay at least $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, you know, somewhere's in there. So, like I said, unless you know someone that can, or you find someone that's selling it, you can put out an ad. I mean, you could say, I buy jewelry. I buy jewelry. Put it on Facebook, and you'll get people. They'll send you pictures, and they'll say, "I have this. You want to buy it?" And say, "Okay, yeah, I'll buy it." And there you go. That's how you do it. That's how you get a good deal. Is that you have to actually be the buyer from the public. If you're not, then you're going to be a retail buyer like a fool, and you're going to pay a retail price. Okay, you don't want to pay retail for gold, because you're never going to make your money back until like 5-10 years from now. You know, never pay retail for gold. Okay, you always got to look for a deal. Gold recovered to 48.30. Yeah, I see it, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's recovering. Silver is at 85.79. Dude, silver is still looking good. Even if silver drops to 50, we still got $50 silver, guys. So what? Dude, I was buying a lot of silver at 24. So even if we drop back down to 50, I'm still good. And you know it's not going to stay at 50 that long. If it drops down to 50, it's going to climb back up. Almost guaranteed. Okay? Because the buyers are going to step in because they know we're in a shortage now. The word is out. I think the word is out on silver. There's no taking it back. They can't say, oh, people, we were wrong. There's not a silver shortage. They can't do that. Now everybody knows. They're awake. They're focused on silver now. And a lot of people, if the price comes down, they're going to buy a lot. There's people that, if silver goes down to $50, they will mortgage their house. They will buy as much as they can. Okay? And that's going to support the market somewheres. I don't know where it's going to be. But we should have major, major support. Major support for silver. Okay? 50 likes. We did it. We got 50 likes, guys. Thank you. We did it. It was a successful day. 50 likes. 110 Monday. Well, it could. It could. We could do anything, dude. We could do anything. Trump, what would make it pop back up to 110 is an attack on Israel. Okay? Yeah, or a lot of things. A lot of things can make silver go higher. But what could make silver go lower is a stronger dollar. Okay? Who cares if everything goes shit? You can't eat silver. No, but you can sell it and buy food with the money. And you can actually sell silver for a high price and buy a massive quantity of food. And when other people, they don't have silver, they won't be able to buy food because that money will be devaluing so fast. It's called hyperinflation. Okay? Look that word up. Hyperinflation. I think that's coming to America in the next few years. Okay? So if you have silver, you're going to be set. You're going to be able to get food, no problem. Okay? Because every day that the dollar goes down, that silver is going to be worth more and more dollars. So you can trade your silver for dollars and immediately take those dollars to buy food. And you might even be able to take your silver right to your frickin' butcher. Be like, yo, bro, I'll pay you in silver. To be like, shit, bro, I'll take it. You know why I'll fucking take it? Because the dollar is going down. So I'll take your silver. Okay? So there's nothing to worry about, guys, with gold and silver. You're going to be making a lot of money in the future. Okay? I'm back, bro. We're getting it earlier with those reps. Thank you. I'm trying to get as big as possible to be motivational. And I have to start working on my personal training stuff tonight, I think, too. So I got to get going soon because I am doing a ISSA personal training degree. Okay? I might as well sign into it. I'll show you guys what I do. ISSA certification. This is, I'm not trying to represent the company or anything like that. But let me just see if I can show you, where do I get in? Right here? Members section. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So I'll show you guys. So here's kind of what I'm doing right here. Here's some of the courses. I did the bodybuilding specialist. I completed it. Now I'm working on this one. Certified personal trainer. I got to do that one. And then I got to do nutrition coach, strength and conditioning. So, yeah. I paid $1,400 for this shit. $1,400. And now I have to do the freaking work. It's just like going to college, except the personal trainer can make a lot more money than someone that just goes to regular old college. A personal trainer can make upwards of $100 an hour if you're training rich clients. And even if you're not training rich clients, you can still charge 30 or 40 bucks an hour. Okay? For sure. If you know what you're doing, if you got a good body, you can charge good money. Okay? That's what it's all about. If someone hires me, they're going to be looking at my body. Okay? So that's why I take my shirt off. Okay? If one of you out there is looking for a personal trainer, you're going to see that, I'm ripped. Okay? So all personal trainers should show themselves. Okay? If some guy's trying to be your personal trainer, he takes off his shirt and he's got freaking gyno, he's got baby arms and a beer gut, you're going to hire him for your personal trainer? No. But if someone like me takes his shirt off and I look cut, I look ripped, I look like I have a six-pack, I look good, you're going to say, okay, you're worth 30 bucks an hour, So that's my main goal is just to blow up on YouTube, work out my body, and become a personal trainer, and just try to get rich in the stock market along the way. All right, and keep buying crypto. That's really what I'm doing in life. That's it. COMEX is going to fall and pay cash equivalent value on contracts. That's what they're doing. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're not going to have the silver, so they have to pay people in. They have to settle in cash. Yeah, the silver is going to dry up. It's going to. There's not much silver out there. It's in the hands of. It's in the strong hands. And when they get silver out of the ground, it goes right to Samsung, Tesla. Okay, so silver, the shortage is real, guys. Don't worry about silver. Silver will be fine. Gold will be fine. John, read last 2 from me. What time are you streaming tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow I'm going to have to work. I got to go to Burger King. So I'm going to be streaming probably at like 1 o'clock. I'm going to try to get out of here at 1. And probably not doing a workout tomorrow because I trained legs today. So I don't want to work out now. I want to take 2 full days off. That's what I do after I do a leg day. I always try to take 2 full days off because the legs, that's a lot of deep tissue muscle fiber. It takes a long time to heal, okay? If you work out and you work out the next day, it's going to short circuit the healing process. It's going to short circuit your growth. Because your body's trying to put all its energy and resources into building up the muscle you just worked out. Now you're going to work out the very next day. Now your muscles, your legs want the resources, but now your other muscles want the resources. Your body's fighting for resources. And it simply doesn't have enough to go around when you're working out that intensely every day, okay? So if you work out too much, you can lose strength. You can lose muscle. So you gotta heal. You grow when you're not in the gym, all right? You grow when you're in bed. You grow when you're asleep. So, and that's what happened Friday. LBMA couldn't back their silver contracts, and it unwound. Shit. Yeah, they had to crash it. I think that was a forced engineered crash. You know it. It was. And it shouldn't have happened, but the pump was also a little bit forced and engineered pump maybe too. I think they helped it along. I was watching the freaking tickers. It just seemed like something was helping the price go higher. I don't know. Something was helping support the price. I don't think it's time yet for gold to go ballistic. It's going to be a little bit longer, okay? We got to get all those conditions just right. The dollar is still pretty strong, okay? So it's not time for silver and gold to blow yet. They were going up too soon. But yeah, it would have been nice if gold and silver, they didn't go up that fast. But because they rose so fast, that's kind of partially why a crash came. It went up too quick. So I'd be happier if gold and silver just went up kind of slow like that. A little bit, I would like that better. But yeah, that's what happened, dude. Thanks for the comments. What time are you streaming tomorrow? Oh, I already read that. How do you feel about intermittent fasting? It's good. A lot of people do intermittent fasting, though, and they still eat unhealthy diets. Okay? They say, oh, I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to fast. I'm not going to eat any food until frickin' 6 p.m. And what do they do when they go eat? They eat fried food. They eat garbage. Okay? So, yeah, intermittent fasting works, but you always got to have a healthy diet. Always eat healthy no matter what. Okay? But yes, even if you eat shit, if you're intermittent fasting, overall, you're probably going to consume less calories because you're eating less time throughout the day. So even if you don't have a good diet, intermittent fasting can still help you lose weight. It's all about calories in, calories out. But I would say you got to eat healthy, bro. You don't need to do intermittent fasting. To be honest with you, intermittent fasting doesn't even give you that many benefits. It's not even that good. Why is it not that good? Because if you do intermittent fasting, you never get into that autophagy phase where you clean out your dead cells. You produce new stem cells and shit like that. Bullshit like that, bro. Yeah, you can actually produce new stem cells. So when you fast only for 12 hours or so, you never get into autophagy phase. where you fucking scavenge and you kill those cancer cells, you know? So it doesn't give you that many benefits. The only benefit from intermittent fasting is like calorie restriction. It might boost up your growth hormone a little bit more. If you don't eat anything in the morning, probably boost up your growth hormone. You know, you'll get a few benefits of it, but you're not going to see the true benefits of fasting. Intermittent fasting is not as good as fasting. Okay? That's what you need to learn. Intermittent fasting is not anywhere near. Is not even close. What you should do is once a month, you should fast for 3 days straight. I mean, you don't eat anything other than, you know, vitamins, wheatgrass juice, some spirulina, maybe sip a little bit of olive oil, you know. Like I'm talking about, you don't really need to eat hardly anything other than super dense, concentrated superfoods. Okay? Like the olive oil, like I said, wheatgrass juice. That's okay during a fast. Just a little bit though. As long as it's fat. As long as you're not consuming sugars. You don't want to consume sugars during your fast. Okay? So, daily reminder. The Bible is fictional literacy Jewish fairy tales for Gentiles. No, the Bible is legit facts. There's so many fucking places that are recorded in the Bible that this shit is true. So many different events that they found out that the Bible was right. So many predictions in the Bible that came out to be true. So, yeah, the Bible is a fact, and it's written for everyone. The Bible is written for everyone in the whole world, and in fact, the Bible has been translated into like every single language. It's all over the whole world. So, yeah, the Bible it's the best. It's the best. So for sex, she had dogs. Wow. Okay, you look very weak and timid. You should work out. Okay, thank you, bro. You scream used car salesman. Yeah, I sold used cars, but I didn't like it. Because one time I sold a Nissan Altima to a lady, and she had problems with the tire pressure sensor monitors, and she brought it back to the dealership where I worked at, and she wanted me to do something about it. So I was like, all right, we'll help you out. Guys, you got to fix this shit for her, you know? And they didn't do anything. So she had to go to the Nissan dealership and pay an arm and a leg. Okay? And she just bought the car from us. We should have said, okay, take your car to the Nissan dealership and we'll cover the cost. But no. I work for a Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. These are not good. Not good people. Not good people that work there. They're not good businesses. They don't have good business models. They're not honest. They rip off their customers. They sell garbage Stellantis products. Dodge is junk. Jeep is junk. Okay? It's all crap. You don't want to work for a Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And that was my mistake. If I would have went for a Honda dealership or a Toyota, I think I would have had a way better experience. So working for Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it really killed my spirit for wanting to sell cars. Because I wanted to sell people good quality cars that we would back, we would fix. But they're not like that. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships, they're not like that. They're not good. They don't stand by their product. Okay? So don't buy a Dodge. Don't buy a Chrysler. You also don't want to buy a Kia. Kias are one of the worst. And Nissan too. The Nissan uses Japco transmissions, Japanese automatic transmissions. They're not good. So you want to stay away from Chrysler, Dodge, Kia, Nissan. Okay? And like I said, I was a car dealer, so salesman. So I know about cars. Okay? I don't know. He's probably got strong neck muscles. Wow. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep is trash. Yes, they're garbage. They're lower quality than they used to be. Okay? They're making everything cheap except the Hellcat. Oh, yeah. Well, the Hellcat and the Dodge Demon, they actually put some work into. Okay? They don't really put work into their other cars. They're junk. So Toyota is having a problem with trucks right now. Yeah. Even Toyota is falling off. Okay? I think even Toyota is falling off. They're forced to build tiny little engines. And they're forced to cut costs, and they're not galvanizing all the screws. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. So yes, even Toyota, I think that their quality is going down. Okay, just like gold's going down right now. Gold just dropped. Silver looks like it's up, but gold is dropping. Let's see. Yeah, silver 85.70. So silver is really looking good. Gold is down 103 bucks. Dude, come on, gold, come on. It's doing okay. I mean, we'll see. Wherever the bottom is for gold and silver, we're about to find out. And I'll be the first one here to report and tell you guys. Yeah, so Toyota's having problems. Yeah. That's sad. That's sad for me. Because I've always been a big fan of the Toyota Corolla, the Celica, the Celica GT. And Toyota is not doing a good job anymore. Camaro's 70, 0 to 60, 1.9 seconds. I don't care how heavy it is. It can go 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. Yeah. It's heavy, but it gets a lot of grip to the ground because of those tires. They're so wide and so sticky. And they try to have decent weight distribution if they can, Toyota had the iForce V8. Yeah. Toyota had the iForce in the Tundra that I learned years and years ago that one of them, some dude had one that used to drive it to work and shit. And it's got like the original engine, original transmission, 1 million miles. 1 million miles. Yeah, some dude. I think that a dealership bought it from him and they gave him a free truck or something like that. Something happened like that. They gave him a free one because it made it 1 million miles. But now there's been a few of these trucks that have made it 1 million miles now. Toyota has had the iForce, because it's an engine that doesn't use direct injection, so it's not going to have that increased pressure. No turbos. It's freaking detuned a little bit for more reliability and longevity. And Toyota really was making the best cars back, before 2007. Toyota even made good cars up until 2012, 2013, 2014. And then they started using direct injection and stuff like that. And direct injection is going to shorten the life of the engine. For sure. Bitcoin is under 70K. No, it isn't. You're lying. I would have got notifications. Yeah, it's 77. If Bitcoin went under 70, I would have been notified. I would have been notified not only by my phone, but also by people calling me up. Okay, so yeah. Already made 2 songs today. Wow, that's really good. I just purchased a Linecoin. Linecoin? I don't know what that is. I like Litecoin, but not Linecoin. Bad gamer, is it Navigator? I don't know. I like the Navigator, but not for reliability. Yeah, I wish I had a Lincoln Navigator. Those are sick. I went to Pantera something. Is that a concert? Well, I know Pantera is a band, but Pantera Demasto. Shit, dude. Everybody like the stream. Like the stream, guys. Yeah, we're dying off. We only got 15 viewers in here. Now I gotta go because this is we accomplished a lot today. We got freaking 51 likes, dude. We did good. Okay, and I thank you, My Music, for constantly reminding everyone to like the darn stream. And I'm so happy that you're a part of the team. You, Jesus Rodriguez, and we got a new guy now. We got a new guy that I'm going to have to get used to his name. I'm going to have to get used to this new guy. What's his name? Forever Slacker's in here, and then we had another one too. But yeah, Forever Slacker. But we're not slackers on this channel, okay? We are go-getters. And just look at the price of gold. I mean, in the past year, it's up almost $2,000. Okay? So gold has gone so crazy, don't think it's all over just because of a little shakeout. Okay? There's all those reasons that pushed up the price of the precious metals. Those reasons are still there. It's still in place. The bull market is still there. This is just massive fear. And I was thinking that the fear is going to come back. I told you guys, when the price started to really run like that, I started thinking that fear could easily come in and crash it. But I wasn't making videos. I wasn't really making videos a couple days when gold crashed because my back was hurting and I was laying in bed because I shoveled at work. And I literally would lay in bed so long that I barely made it to work on time. But now I'm back. I'm back in action. I'm going to be reporting on gold every step of the way, every crash, every peak, every valley. Guys, if you want to get the best gold and silver news and the best crypto news, hit that subscribe button, okay? I really think that this channel is going somewhere, okay? This channel is going to blow up, and all you guys are going to be part of it. Oh yeah, NFSGHX. Dude, I wish you had a new name, okay? Your name, I don't know what your name is. Nifshis, Google search Pantera. Okay, I'll check this out. And then I got to start working on my freaking ISSA personal training course, okay? I got to do some stuff tonight. Okay, Pantera. Pantera Demastyle. Demat. Demat. Let's see what the heck this is. Oh, it's a sick car. It's a weird looking car. Yeah, I've never seen that car. It's got to be rare. Let's see if I can find out how rare it is. It's considered rare with approximately 7,200 units produced from 1970. It was made from 1971 to 92. I've probably seen this car in a James Bond film. Okay, it might have been in a Bond. Might have been in that one Bond one when he drove the car underwater. I don't know. It looks like that car that was in the Bond, James Bond. Oh, I can call him Bryson. We had another guy on here. His name was Bryce, and I think he's still around. He'll still come in from time to time. But Bryson. Okay, I got to remember that now. It's the first supercar. Oh, that was one of the first supercars, 1971. So that was out like before the Ferrari, probably. I don't really know. I'm not a freaking expert on rare cars. I just know about the average cars. But yeah. Shit, dude. But we're hanging in there. So yeah, shit, dude. We've been live for so long. Silver opened up at 6 o'clock. We're still live. I've been live for 3 hours now. But that's how you got to do it. That's how you got to win. You got to put in the work. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave you with that, guys. Keep putting in that work in your own life. Keep working on your projects, all right? Don't give it up. Keep your focus on your money, all right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, everybody.